Hey guys, good morning. Reading John 16 this morning, and there's a verse in there, verse 12, um, where Jesus is getting ready to leave, and he's sent he told the disciples, like, hey, the advocate is going to come, the Holy Spirit's going to come, but he says, hey, there's so much more that I want to tell you, but you can't bear it now. When the Spirit of Truth comes, He'll guide you into all truth. It just almost makes me smile. Because if Jesus had told me everything that was, as I started this walk as a Christian, or as we started the road into foster care and adoption, or even going, joining the army, or really almost anything important in my life. If he had told me everything up front, I could not bear it. I would have been like, yeah, you know what? I'll just play video games. I think I'll just do that. Thank God, He knows how much to tell us and when to tell us. I often joke that I'm kind of like that proverbial boiled frog. If you put a frog in a pot of warm water, and or put a frog in a pot of hot water, it jumps right out, right? But if you put a frog in a pot of warm water, and then you just gradually turn the heat up, eventually you'll just boil the frog, and he'll sit there. He won't realize that it's warmed up. And I feel like that's how God's done in my life. But I'm so thankful. I'm so glad, because I didn't want to jump out of this pot. I feel like right now I'm boiling. Oh my gosh! But I'm still in the pot. I feel like I'm still in God's will, and by the grace of God. And if He had given me all the information up front, I wouldn't be here. So I love that. That Jesus says, there's so much more I want to tell you, but you can't bear it now. But then He goes on to say, when the Spirit of Truth comes, and the Spirit of Truth already has come, the Holy Spirit has come and lives in my life and yours if you're a believer, or a follower of Christ. He says, He'll guide you into all the truth. He'll give you the truth that you need. He'll show you. He'll make this word a lamp to your feet, and He'll let you see, the next step you have to take. He's not going to shine the light way out there in the distance, because if you saw all the monsters and scary things that were down that way, you probably turn around and run the other direction. But He's going to shine a light on your feet, and you can take the next step, the next step, the next step. And when that monster comes, He'll be there. So thank God that He gives us what we need when we need it. All right, love you guys. Have a good morning.